Break off the attack. The shield is still up.
It's a trap!
Hello everybody on YouTube, it's your boy, the Memphis Accelerator, welcoming you back to Check This Out, the show where we take a look at whatever deck we want to take a look at, have ourselves a good old time. I'm back from my cat-related injuries. I apologize, I was supposed to be on here yesterday, but it's okay because we're here now. We're taking a look at the Argos archetype, which you'd think would be based around Greek heroes, but now it's based around trap monsters, which is even better, in my humble opinion, because trap monsters are awesome. They really are. They're really cool in how they're like, they got all these varied effects, and they're like spell traps instead of being monsters. It's cool stuff. So, we got ourselves our deck here today with our Argonauts. We're going to show off the wombos and the combos, the what do's and the what not do's, the whole shebang. The whole deck list will be at the end as always, but we're going to be going into EDO Pro, that Wild West Yu-Gi-Oh, setting up all of our trap monsters, and interrupting our opponent, leading us into a big old, hitting our opponent. It's a lot of control with this deck, and a lot of battle damaging. That's the whole idea of it. So, let's hit on in there, and show off what this baby can do. Alright, we finally got that settled. He took a minute. He took a minute for that, but that's okay. What does our opening hand look like? Pretty dang solid. We do start off with our main startup monster, which is Adra the Laurels. Basically, you play her. The turn that she happens to be summoned out, your opponent can't do nothing when you activate trap effects. It's pretty nice. So Adra here can banish herself and set up 2 of our spell traps. Now, we already have Title. We already have a Teo, so, I guess I should just get, let's get Title, and we'll get Campaign. This ought to work just fine, because we're going to use Title's effect, discard one of the cards in her hand, and we're going to go ahead and summon her out and get any Argos card. This will be really great once Konami decides to make more of these, because right now the options are limited. But we get a home stadium. We always want to play the home field advantage, because this lets it be, when I lose my trap monster effects, negate monster effects during that turn. I can just target a face-up card, negate its effects. It's pretty nice. Actually negates anything. It's pretty nice. So let's go ahead and not do that part. I can recover my Adra here, but I actually want to keep her banished for the moment. Just for the moment. Not too long, but just for the moment. And we'll end our turn there. We have a pretty solid setup here. I got a Poopus the Swamp Deity. He can just bring himself out. And this is a perfect illustration of why you play this card. We're going to summon a Poopus. He shall summon out onto the board. And he will negate cards equal to the number of traps that we happen to have face up. Also, my opponent takes 500 every time I play a trap card effect, so that's pretty cool. It's only the continuous ones, obviously, but you know what I mean. Oh, it's Ignisters. If I had that's 10, that would have been a great card to play here. Let's see. Herberder. I could summon out Argos and burn my opponent, but there's not really much point to that yet. Not yet. Soon, though. Okay, so we're up against Vicari and Ignister. Ignister at your sister, I see indeed. I heard that he's got new support for some ungodly reason. So, I expect this is going to be a little confusing, because I don't know what the new support does. All I know is that they got new stuff. Is it a Link 7? I doubt it. Is it more spell traps and stuff? An eye test? Okay, let's eye test. Alright, let's see here. This is going to get the field spell. I'm going to wait for him to play the field spell, and then I'm going to, use this here. I'm going to use this here. I'm going to summon out Campaign so I can negate his field spell. Hopefully, he doesn't have a second one. That would be, well, annoying. More than anything, it would really just be plain annoying. So, let's go ahead and bring out Campaign. Jumba. I'll gain some life points. And, wait. Oh, yeah, it has to be in the monster zone that I activate that. But I can do that in a second. I just wanted to somehow Campaign to get the life points. I need those. I need some life points, okay? Alright, so this is going to reveal a Cyber Dragon, or Cyber Dragon, Cyburst monster. Cannot summon except for Cyburst monsters. Cool. Neat. Okay, let's go ahead, Campaign back in there. My opponent is going to add an Ignister for the different attribute from the deck to the hand. Yeah. This is cool and all. You will get the new card there. But let's go ahead and use our field spell to negate their field spell. Let's see. Yeah, we're pretty set in that respect. And I still have a Teo, who does have our bounce effect. I can just return a card on the field to the hand. And that'll be useful later. Let's see, Cyberse Monster. Summon this card from the extra deck. Add a Dark Cyberse from the deck to the hand except for itself, then discard itself. Cool. Ignisters are one of those archetypes. They have like so many bloody effects. It's like, what am I supposed to hit when you have all the swarm in the... Well, you had all the swarm. You don't have your island anymore, not unless you get another one. You... Another Link Karibo? Another ripoff is what I call you. What does this even do? Summon this card from the hand, banish it at least the field. The card event activated the target Cyberse. Card monster. Trip this card to get the effect. Okay. This negates targeted stuff. Luckily, my Snake Boy does not target. Otherwise, I would give a damn. So let's wait a little longer. Because if I remember correctly of how Ignisters work, he's going to try and go for that Dark Templar guy at some point. I remember that part. That part I remember. And that'll be a something at some point. Yeah, there's Wind Pegasus at Ignister. As one would expect. Alright, let's... Thinking here, do I want to do this yet? Let's see. Because that's not targeted. So, yeah, let's go with the Teo here. Let's see here. Go ahead and... This is going to destroy spell traps on the number of Ignister monsters I control. Yeah, I think... Actually, let's just go with the Popus again. Why not? I don't see a reason not to. Let's see, I won't be you in defense mode. Yep. Negat. I negat everything you want to do, Thur. Your negats are in plenty. So what say you now? You have no field spell, you have no monsters that have effects on the board, and I still have a Teo here. You know? You activate anything and I have a Teo here, I can summon it out. I'm gonna go ahead and spin your cards back. Let's see. Spin it back. Spin it back. Backtrack. Back into the banish. Or wait, I think you can use the Karibo now. Or not. See, that Karibo's not even a good Karibo. If it was a good Karibo, then it would have been able to do something, but it isn't. Let's see. Target Ignister. Summon it. Ignister. 2300 more attack. Will be short card effect. Banish the card from the grave instead. Can he bring back the horse? And can he do that effect again? I don't think he can do the effect again. I don't think. I could be wrong. But I don't think he can do that again. So we're good there. I mean, he got Picari back. But Templar's negated, so who cares? What are you going to do? Summon a Link 4 and beat over my snake? You think you can threaten my snake? Well, your Splash Mage. He's certainly trying. You got to give this dude credit. He is trying very hard. Alright. A Teo. Do the thing. Let's summon out a Teo. Returning that to the hand. He'll take 500 burn damage. Again, I think he still gets the... Yeah, he gets the monster still. But it's still negated, so I don't really care. Yeah, that's what this deck tries to do. We're just trying to interrupt my opponent without the wazoo, and he surrenders. I didn't even get started with my plays. Although, yeah, that was really what we're trying to do with this deck. Go first, interrupt the flow. That's what you got to do. And never, ever play less than 3 Apopus, because if your opponent plays back row removal, this Snake Boy is your best friend. Okay? So, that's good for duel number 1. You got to see what this deck's about. We had a little bit of interaction with our opponent, but, you know, we're really trying to stop our opponent from, like, running us over, but that's not what we're trying to do. We're just trying to summon our trap monsters, interrupt the opponent's flow. I was planning to attack him next turn, but unfortunately my opponent ran away like a baby. So let's go ahead for duel number 2. Hopefully have a little bit more interaction with the opponent, just a little bit. I'd like to see some of the numbers change more. Let's see what happens. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. Come on, baby. I'm feeling scissors. Yes, scissors never fails. Never, ever. Alright, what do we have for an opening? Ooh, we got the Anguish statue pattern. This is one of the best trap monsters ever created by mortal man. It's amazing. I play a trap monster, pops a card. Really good for interrupting my opponent. As for the rest of my hand, we'll see. He's got something. He's got something, but he didn't do anything, which is a little weird. Just a little weird. But let's go ahead and use, again, Title. You might think, why use Title when we already have used all our cards? It's called deck thinning, okay? You gotta deck thin. That's just what you do. So let's go ahead and get another Audra for later. This way we have pretty much everything we want in the world except for our Snake Boy. Like I said, Snake Boy is really good in this deck. He just interrupts my opponent's stuff. Granted, I do still have Home Stadium, so I can spin this back and negate a card effect. But I don't like to risk it. I don't like to risk stuff. So, we're good. Pretty damn set, I would say. I've got the ability to just like start negating or like popping my opponent's stuff. I got some negates on board. It's good enough to interrupt my opponent's flow. He's playing. Oh boy, it's Runick's. That's how I react to seeing this archetype. Okay. Title. I guess we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. You're gonna banish my cards, you say? So that's 5 cards, huh? Okay, whatever. I don't need my whole deck. It's just annoying that I'm up against Runick's. Oh, balls, now what? Opponent adds a card from their deck to the hand. Okay, he's gonna summon something with this. For certain, right? He can't do the other effect, right? Okay, you get Moonin. That's cool. So we'll put this here. I guess he can negate that. Frig. Okay. I guess it doesn't even really matter. Sad to say. I was really hoping to interrupt that, but I can still blow it up. It's just a matter of, like, I can't do everything in the world I wanted to do to it. So, let's go. Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, activate Title. Which I just remember discards Adra, but that's fine. I can just get another one. Let's go for the Statue of Anguish pattern, which I was going to save, but whatever. I guess I'll do it now. Burn my opponent. Summon this out. Do I have another Adra? I do. Alright, that works just fine. I just realized I lost That's 10, which kind of sucks. I was going to use that. This is a really nice card to open up a duel with. I was considering it at 3, but 2 is just fine, honestly, because it takes, like, a lot to do. But basically, once 10 card effects activate, this is on the board, yours or your opponent's, then you can get rid of this card and search out any continuous trap, put it on your field. You can play it in the same turn, too, which is really cool. There's a nice card that works for that as well. Okay, draw 2. Trying to get that field spell again, because without the field spell, Mr. Rune doesn't do much. Granted, you're gonna blow up my set card, huh? Alright, well, I'll activate this effect now, because I can. Actually, this works beautifully, because I can summon out a Teo, and then return Teo to the hand. Didn't expect that one, did you, son? Didn't expect... I see. It's gonna be one of those days. It's gonna be one of those days, I see. End of the main phase? No. I was really hoping there was gonna be something not as obnoxious as this, but okay. Alright. Fossil Dyna Pachycepha balls in your mouth. I see. Alright, well that's really annoying. Because now I can't use my trap monsters and stuff. Balls to the walls. I guess I just have to attack and hope for the best. Do I really have another option? No. I legitimately don't. Because unless I beat over Pachycephalo, the way my deck is set up, I will lose the duel. Neither player can declare attacks, but I've already declared the attack. Granted, now I need a Popus or... Well, actually, no, I don't. What else does this do? It makes you surrender, you coward! What's wrong with you? Interact with me, damn it! I'm so sick of modern players. They won't interact with you. It's just, it's lockdowns and stuff. I know I'm playing a deck that's all about interrupting the opponent, but at least you have a chance to play. I negate with a Popus, and that's like it, okay? Come on. Come on, baby. Interact with me. Alright, well, that's unfortunate, but at least we're going to see some different styles. I'm about to read what this does. Does this have another effect other than... The opponent's main phase, send this card to the grave. Synchro using monster controls material. So he could even get rid of this card if he wanted to. Unless he blew it up. Okay, well, I understand why he quit then. Okay, so we beat up Mr. Runes and Ignisters. Let's go for one more duel today. Hopefully, we can get some interaction from people. I want to play a real game against a real player. Okay, that's what I want to see. So let's go for duel number 3. And cross our fingers we find an actual man or woman with balls. Okay? Alright, everybody, our third opponent, the fighting third. Hopefully a fighting third. I do want my opponent and me to both do stuff. That's kind of like what I like to do. It's just modern Yu-Gi-Oh players don't like to do that. It's really annoying. Let's see here. Same as one of the discard amount. No. I don't have a great opening hand, but with any luck, my opponent won't either. I do have the Mr. Circuit, though. It's a nice little tech card. It's like a one-off thing in this deck. It's pretty neat. What is it? Sanctuary in the Sky. Oh, it's agents. Ooh. Ooh, that could be a little annoying, depending on how hard they go. Does depend on how hard they go. You got the Earth. Okay. Cool. Get the Earth. I'll get you another agent, monster, and all that good stuff. That's fine by me. Why is my chain off? Weird. Let's go. Agent going there. Let's go ahead and interrupt that, because I don't remember what the combo line of agents is. I'm gonna go ahead and banish this dude, because I don't trust him. Not even a little bit. You're banished. Stop trying to do things. Stop it. Alright. Really what I'm hoping for, if I could draw into my Warrior Lady, would be great. Or Laudra, either one. Because I can discard the Warrior Lady to get, like, Laudra, and that'd be good. Oof, indeed. I mean, at least this is bigger, so let's go for Tiki Curse. Tiki Curse! Punch this little elf boy in the face. Send him into even deeper outer space. Unless you're playing Honest, which would honestly be not unexpected, but I don't want you to do that if you don't mind. Oh, okay, that's actually that works. That works. Now he doesn't have any protection. Gotta be the big brain there. Ah, there you are. That's what I was looking for. Let's go ahead and discard both of our cards here. This will get me Laudra, unless my opponent's playing Ass Blossom, which surprisingly, that also works. You know what? I did it to you. You do it to me. That seems fair. That seems fair. Okay. All right. Bit of a touchy. Hey, this is what I was looking for. This is what I want. This is me and my opponent. We're both doing something. Yeah, we're interrupting each other too, but at least we're both getting like the play here, so that's good. Let's see. The ball lady. I see. Let's go ahead and once again interrupt each other. So let's go. Statue, Anguish, Pattern, plus Azrune. You always want to make sure the pattern hits first, because then you get your pop. Gotta have them pops. That's how it goes. So you get your balls. Well, guess what? Karibo is the superior ball, and I don't want to see it. Get off the board. Get out of here. Unless you have, like, something to negate that. I don't know if you do. Infinite, and you would use a trap to negate a trap? That's like like hate crimes or something. Don't do that. Wait, can you not target this? Or did he want to hit Azarune? Maybe he wanted to hit Azarune. I think he wanted to hit Azarune, and that's why he did that. I see. Yeah, because Azarune does have like this effect to negate summons. Let's see. Yeah, opponent special summons a monster, but I can't do that now because Azarune has been negated. I am grateful for the rule change, so because in old school times when trap monsters got negated, they went back into the spell trap zone, which would be really, really, really bad. That it would. All right, I really could use my Temple of Kings right now. That would be really good. Azarune does have an effect when it's destroyed, though, because it does destroy the thing that destroys it. So I'm grateful for that much. Azaroon might have gotten negated, but still did its job. I'll take it. All right. Hey, I'm having a good. Like this guy's just doing like all those loving here. Yeah, but that's okay. I'll bring back like Parshath or something. Or no, what did he ban? Yeah, all light monsters. So we'll bring back Parshath. At least this guy's doing something different. I was expecting him to try and go for like Hyperion or whatever that dude is. And probably that's what he was going to do, but, you know, he's going for other things instead. That's good. Come on. Come on, baby. Give me that. Not that. Not that dude. Not that dude. Oh, for the love of the Lord. The love of the Lord! This is literally the worst card to get right this minute. Frag. Okay, I'm just gonna have to wait on that one. I'm just gonna have to hope and pray. I would play that's 10, but my opponent would for sure negate that. It's just the nature of the thing. He's not gonna just let me freely get this. I'd rather keep this, draw into Temple, and try to do it that way. Alright, what do we got? Warrior Lady of the Wasteland. Let's see. I have an idea. Let's be snarky. Let's set our Warrior Lady of the Wasteland copy. I call her that. That's the original. That's like the original monster. This is Rookie Warrior Lady. She becomes Warrior Lady of the Wasteland. She becomes lamer, basically. Actually, kind of sort. She's a lot tougher in her youth than she is as the Warrior Lady. It must have been the cowboy hat. Got rid of all of her powers that way. All right. So we'll banish our Warrior Lady. Get back our other Warrior Lady. I just need to stop myself from taking all the damage in the world. We'll set this trap, and we'll call it a turn. Okay, the tide, with any luck, will be turning here. With any luck. It really just depends on what my opponent draws into. It really, really does. Alright, you're going to bring back that dude. Let's see. What does it do? Banish a fairy. Target a card, either graveyard. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and activate Title's effect here. We'll ditch that's 10, because obviously I'm not going to be able to play that. Get this out, and we'll get Adra. That way I at least have something going on. It's not much, but it's something. And theoretically, I could beat over both of these. I just don't know if I'm going to do that, so that's not yet. Let's see. Yep. Who are you attacking with first is the question. Does he know what Warrior Lady does, is the question. I would imagine he was going to read this before he does anything. Ah, he was smart enough to do that. I see. That's fine. Let's activate our Warrior Lady. Make him think I won't use Adra the Laurels, which I very well will. Also, I took some damage. Why did I take damage again? Monster was attacked, uses original attack till the end of the turn. Weird. Okay. Go, Adra the Laurels. Reduce attack to 0. There you go. You think I wasn't going to do that? Of course I'm going to do that. I can reset title as often as I need to. Target a fairy, add to the hand. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I like this. Me and my opponent are both doing so. Can he set up a defense to stop me from punching him with Laurel? Or Title, or whatever the balls your name is. Who knows, but I'm going to wait on it first. End of the main phase. Alright, Title, get back on the boat. I assume that... Is that like the joke here? Like, if you take the Pendulum Zone... Or, the Field Zone. From here to the grave, it's like boat-shaped. Is that why these are traps? I didn't think about that before, but is that actually dead-ass the reason why these are Argonauts? Like, this is the boat. That would be hilarious if that was the case. That'd be hilarious. But I think this time, my opponent, I have to give him props. He lasted 11 whole turns, which is way more than any of those other modern decks could do. So, I'm happy with that. Applause to Justin, who played our dang good not counter fairies, better fairies, the Sanctuary of the Sky Fairies. Very nice. So, let's go ahead for the end screen. I think we've shown off most of what this deck can do, and I'll talk about what we didn't see today. So let's go to the end screen and talk about it. Alrighty, everybody. So the Argostars went 3-0. Admittedly, a lot of it was because my opponents were kind of like, you interrupt kids nowadays, and they just kind of run away with other Mr. Runes and Ignisters and stuff like that. No, Sanctuary and the Sky Fairies, those are the guys that'll give you an actual challenge. But you get an idea what this deck is all about. You just go first as much as humanly possible. You know, if you don't, it does get a little harder, but, you know, it's still viable to do something. You try to set up your stuff, interrupt your opponent, you know, but be all prepared for all the very eventualities. Things like a Popus will keep you safe. A Popus will always keep you safe. And you just gotta keep going with it. You know, it's very simple deck. I hope that when these do get more support, they don't get, like, overly complicated. I'd like to just have, like, I don't know, another one of these that does something. I don't really care what it does, as long as it's not like an Omni Negate. I don't need anything like that. I already have that with the home stadium, so maybe go the main deck monster that makes it easier to get to Adra. Maybe something like that, I don't know. But that's the deck, everybody. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit the like button. Consider subscribing. Please come back to the channel. We had so many people stopping by, then they all left. Please come back. I don't know what I said, but I'm sorry. Okay, regardless, okay, the sub-begging part is done. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Here's the deck list for any of you who want to try this deck out. And I'll go over the strategies we didn't see. So first off, we have the Mystic Piece of Circuit, which you can discard to this dude along with the Temple of the King. Well, you send them from the field, but you send these two to the graveyard. You summon any fusion monster that's, you know, able to be fusion summoned out from your extra deck. You know, anything that's not really specific on the summoning requirements, you can just put the darn thing out. 2 copies of Also the Earth Channel. You can discard this on a warrior monster to search a warrior monster. Or just, you know, if you want to play any other Earth monsters with different typings, you know, this will just let you search them out. 3 copies of Odds of the Laurels, because she's our main search 'em option, plus a hand trap, plus stops your opponent from using effects when you play trap effects during that turn. It's got a really nice lot of effects there. We have the Rookie Warrior Lady, which is just an honest in Earth Warrior format, so it's a nice card. And of course, you can banish it to get itself another copy of itself back in the graveyard, which is really helpful on occasion. 2 copies of Magic Planter, because we're playing trap monsters. We want to have the ability to draw cards if we happen to need them. Or if, like, say, Stack Chew got banished, or not banished. If you got negated forever, this would be a good target for that. So, yeah, a couple copies of that. 1 Reinforcement, I don't need to explain. 1 Call by Grave, stops Ash and the like. 2 Temple of Kings. You know, I find 2 is just fine. You know, you play this card, you play a trap once per turn. The turn that it is set really works well with Tidal the Purple. So, I like to have 2 copies of the Temple of the Kings. I roll with that. 2 copies of That's 10. One could argue 3 of this thing, but, you know, if your opponent's set up enough to, like, get rid of this thing, if they banish it at any point, it all goes away. So I like to have it in the deck because it's really cool, but I don't want to rely on it, so I find 2 is enough. 3 copies of the Home Stadium, really nice card. I do have the ability to recover Argos cards from the grave by paying life points. We never did that because we didn't need to, but it's a really nice card. It burns my opponent when we use our trap monster effects on the field. And also, if our trap monsters go back in the spell trap zone, I can target and negate a card of my opponent. So, a lot of utility in this field spell. We have 1 Tiki Curse, and where's Tiki Soul? Yeah, Tiki Soul, Tiki Curse, the OG Trap Monster Duo, which is really, you know, just like a couple nice level 4 monsters you can summon out on the board. You have Tiki Curse that makes it so anything that battles any of your other trap monsters, you know, they get destroyed after damage calculation, basically. And then Tiki Soul can just protect your trap monsters as well. Just put them back into the spell trap zone instead of being destroyed. So, nice little 1-2 punch through those boys. We have 1 Imperial Custom, which one could argue need more of, but a Popus basically does what Imperial Custom does. This basically just makes it continuous traps can't be beaten in battle or card effect, which is really good in trap monsters. But, you know, Popus is better for, like, protection in terms of, like, effects, so it's a nice one-off card. 3 Statue of Anguish Pattern for popping your opponent's stuff. It's not once per turn, that's all I need to say. 3 copies of Atea the Dragon Slayer. It protects warriors from being destroyed by card effects. Opponent activates any sort of card. You can summon this thing out. You have a banished one of your Argostars. Then you can spin a card back into the hand. It's pretty nice. 2 copies of Azaroon. As you can see, you can get rid of this card to stop a special summoning. And if this gets destroyed by battle, you can destroy the monster that destroyed it. Of course, we have 3 copies of Tidal as our main searching option. 3 of Popus for negating stuff. 1 copy of Your Finish, which goes with That's 10. You play 10 card effects, or your opponent plays 10 card effects, whatever you may. Summon this thing out. And then if you put activate card effect with this card's in the zone, you destroy as many cards your opponent controls as possible, and then you set this thing again. So, there you go. Basically, you summon this thing out, your opponent tries to do anything other than battling after that, they just get their whole board wiped. Then, of course, we have 3 copies of Kapan, the Flying Swallow. Nice little monster. We just summon this thing out if we have a trap monster on the board already. It also gives us a little bit of a life point gain on the side, so nice little utility card. The extra deck we really didn't bother with today. Like, I didn't use the extra deck at all, but it is a thing we have. We have a couple fusions for our Temple of the Kings, like things like Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, Last War if you want to really screw with people, or Millennium Master Strict is my favorite here. We have things like, well, a bunch of rank 4s, because I should mention, all the Argostars are level 4 trap monsters, so you want to go for some rank 4s. You have things like Time Thief for Doer, you have your Baguska, you got 101, you got Heart Draco, which is good if you have the field spell. This lets you attack directly with it, or you probably can't attack this thing. You can just attack directly but attach materials. We have things like Exciton Knight, Abyss Dweller, Gaga Cowboy to finish off opponents. Just any rank 4s you feel like are good works in this deck. But because we don't swarm that much, you don't want to go like for Utopia or stuff like that. As for our links, we have things like Underworld Goddess for generic, get rid of big scary boss monster, Access Code for damage, SP Little Knight for interrupting the opponent. We have Silhouette Hat Rabbit, which is a really nice card because it sets a trap monster from the deck when you link summon it. You can also play that Silhouette Hat trap that goes with this as well. But considering I can just set a Popus from the deck, I'd rather just keep it this. I also have Masquerena, which is just like generic as hell at this point. But she does make our monsters indestructible, so there you go. As for the side deck in this deck, there's a couple little things. There's things like Cataclysmic Crusted Calciphidia, which can be summoned if your Earth monsters get destroyed. And then you can send monsters from your deck to the grave. It's not as important with this thing. But, you know, if you find the need, you could summon this guy out, send a Rookie Warrior, banish her to recover Audra. It really depends on the build you got, but it really depends on the build. Other side thing I was trying to do with this deck, but it didn't really want to work out so well in combination with some of the other cards, is going for Uriah, the Lord of Searing Flames. Just because he's trap monster, he's an old school trap monster boss monster, and you know it's something you can do as well. It's just it's a bit of a different build. Might try that one in the future, but that's just using things like Summoning Beast and Gate of the Spirit Gates, all that good stuff. So that's another idea there if you want to try Uriah out. I did have Dragoon originally for a fusion, but since we're not playing normies like any of the fusion materials, I can't use his pop burn effect, and I like to style on people by showing them that it actually has that effect, because most people forget he has that effect. So Dragoon is there. If you feel like you need Terraformer to get the Field Spore more often, go right ahead. I didn't feel like I needed it that much. And then lastly, we got Waking the Dragon. If you are getting your back row nuked over and over, and you don't have a Popus, punish your opponent with this thing. So that's what you got. So anyway, thanks everybody much for watching. Again, hope you enjoyed it. Next time on the channel, I think we're going to be looking at the Metalmorph cards. And I think with the month coming to, well, halfway through November, getting into December, 100 Days Yu-Gi-Oh! Coming up. Announcement of that's coming up soon. We're going to be trying to look at like some of the newer decks, kind of, sort of, and just trying to see what they do, basically. We're going to try and see how it is. It might slow down a little bit, but we're going to be trying to do some like newer stuff, okay? So thanks so much for watching. Your boy Memphis Alter signing out. Until next time, y'all stay safe and happy. You have a wonderful time. And happy holidays to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.